Hi everyone, thanks for visiting me today. Well, I went on a spring walk the other day and I saw some really pretty spring flowers. Some were wildflowers and some were flowers from my neighbor's garden. And they were so pretty, I thought, you know what? We have to make a spring picture with pretty spring flowers. So I did a couple examples of what we're gonna make today. This one is a bunch of spring flowers, all the big ones and smaller ones. And here's another one that I made, and I put a little bunny in there, and the sun, and you can put any kind of animal in there that you want, or bugs, whatever you like. These are just examples. You do what you like. So this is what you're gonna need. Piece of paper, of course, some watercolors, paintbrush. Good thing to have a paper towel in hand. Might get messy. Some water for your watercolors. Glue. And you need some tissue paper. This is from a gift that we got from a gift bag. You can have them from old gifts, or you can get them out of a shoebox. Sometimes they put tissue paper in there, so you need some tissue paper too. And some crayons. So let's get started. Okay, we're gonna first start with our crayons. And we're going to use our green crayon to make a line all the way across our paper. That's going to be our horizon. A horizon is where the ground meets the sky. So let's make our horizon. And we're going to draw a line closer to the bottom half of the paper and make it all the way across. Okay. All right, then I'm going to take a blue crayon and make the clouds for our sky. And you can make as many clouds as you want. I'm gonna make 3. One, they're kind of look like cotton balls, kind of. There we go. 3 clouds. And I thought we'd make a sun peeking out from behind one of those clouds. So I'm gonna find my yellow crayon here. Here we go. And you're not gonna see the whole sun because part of it's hiding behind the clouds. So I'm gonna make a half a circle. But I think my crayon broke, but that's okay. And I'm going to color the yellow in. And I'll give them some rays like the sun is shining. You don't have to, you can if you want to. I'm going to put some rays from our sun coming out of our sun. And I'm going to give them a happy smiley face. First, let's give them some eyes. 2 big eyes. And I'm going to give them a big smiley face. All right, there's our sun, our clouds. But you know what? We have to find your white crayon. Here's the white one. This is what we have so far. And find your white crayon, and we're going to color inside the clouds white. And you have to fill them with the white. You can't just do a little scribble. You have to fill the whole thing, because we're gonna go over it with the watercolors, and if you don't cover the whole cloud, then the paint will get where you didn't put the crayon. So I'm going to fill this in with the white. You can't really see it because it's white on white. So You might have to check it when you're done and see how you did. We'll find out as soon as I put the paint over it. Okay, you might have to take a little peek on the side. I think I might have to do a little more. All right, we're adding a little more. And even if the paint gets through, it'll still look pretty cool. So it doesn't really matter. All right, there we go. Now we're going to add our squirrel. I thought we put a little squirrel in this picture instead of a bunny. You can do whatever you want. You don't even have to add one. But I thought I'd add a little squirrel. So first of all, let's see. I think I'll use brown. And first let's start with the head. I'll give him a little circle for his head. Here he is. And he's going to be standing on his hind legs. Let's give him an oval shape for his body. Okay, and squirrels have really tiny ears. So I'm going to give him one little ear over here and one little ear over there. And I'm going to give him, they usually have a white tummy. So I'm going to make kind of like an oval shape in the middle of his tummy. So this is what we have so far. And I'm going to give him some eyes. First, I'm going to give him two white eyes, and I'm going to go over it. Oh, this crayon broke. Everything we want white, you got to fill in with the crayon. And now, here are his eyes. And I'm going to give him a little nose and a smile. All right, what is he missing? What do all squirrels have? Big bushy tails. Here's his face. Let's give him a big bushy tail. All right, he's missing. What is he missing? He's got to have some feet. I'm going to make two little V's right in the front. That'll be like his front paws, and give him a little toes coming out from under him. So here's two V's. Here's one. Here's the other one. And I'm going to give him some claws coming out. And here are his feet. There he is. And if you want to go over him in brown, you could do that. Fill in his ears. All right. Maybe his tail too. All right, we got our squirrel. Let's see. We got our squirrel. We got clouds, the sun. We need some grass going on down here. So get some green. I have 3 different kinds of green. I'm gonna go for all of them, okay? And grass is, sometimes they're tall, sometimes they're short. You can make whatever, all different lengths of grass all throughout here. And I'm gonna use all different colors of green because the grass is different colors. Okay, that's one color. Here comes another one. Make some tall ones, some shorter ones. All right. Alrighty. Here's some more grass. And now I think we're ready for our paint. So you need your water. Let's move our crayons over here. We need our water, paintbrush, and paints, of course. I'm going to color the sky first. And this is the cool thing about watercolor paint and crayons. Dip your brush. We'll make the sky blue. And you can mix your paints in the lid of your paint, of your watercolor paints. They're like little slots. You can mix the paint in there. Swirl it around. That's what it's for. Ready? Here goes. We're only going to paint up to that horizon line in the green. And the more paint you add, the darker your sky is. So you can decide how dark you want to make your sky. By adding more or less paint to it. But see where we painted with the crayons? Where we colored with the crayons? The paint doesn't go there. All right. Let's fill it up. We want to make it a little darker, but add a little more blue to it. We want to make this part darker. But you decide. Okay, looking pretty good. And you can see wherever we colored with the crayon, the paint doesn't go there. So we have our little sun peeking out from the clouds, and there's our blue sky. Now, by the grass, what colors should we paint that one? You thinking green? That's what I was thinking. All right, and you can use your tray over here. Mix the paint in there. And you know what? I'm thinking of adding a little bit of yellow to it. Let me clean off my brush. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to the green so it'll be like light green. Maybe a little bit more yellow. Okay, let's see how this looks. Here we go. And we can paint over our little squirrel friend because we colored him with crayons, and remember we colored his tummy with the white crayon, and so the paint doesn't go there. Wherever we put the crayons, the paint doesn't go. All right, we did light green for the grass. You want to make it darker? What do you have to do? Add a little more paint. Okay. Here we go. Mix it in our tray. Add a little more. And it becomes a little darker. Okay. Now, I did say we're adding flowers, right? All right, so now come the flowers. And what you need now is the tissue paper. I'm going to clean off my brush, put my paints aside for a minute, because we'll have to come back to that. Now you need the tissue paper. And what you have to do is rip off some of this tissue paper. Just rip it. You don't need scissors. You don't need scissors. Just rip it, okay? Here's my tissue paper. I'm gonna rip little pieces like that, okay? And then you scrunch it up. Scrunch it into a ball, okay? And do that with these are for the flowers. So think about how many flowers you want to have. So before you do this, you need to think, do I want 5 flowers? Do I only want 2 flowers? You decide, it's your picture. You can have as many or as few as you want. And the bigger the tissue paper, the bigger the flowers, okay? So I'm gonna crumple them all up and squeeze them really hard. That's a little flower, a little baby one. Scrunch it up. I'm gonna have some big ones and I'm gonna have some little ones. Like I have over here, some big ones and some little ones over here. If you look over here, I made a pattern. Yellow, yellow, red, red. Yellow, yellow, red, red. You can make a pattern too. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. And you don't have to use the same colors I used. It's your picture. You get to decide. You're the boss of your picture. Okay, I have a bunch of tissue paper balls here that we're going to use for the flowers. Let's see. And I scrunched them all up. How many do I have? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we gotta have one more. Can't leave it at 11. Okay, 11 plus one more, 12. All right, now you have to think about where you want your flowers on your picture. And now you need your glue. Remember, just a dot, not a lot. Put the little dots where you want your flowers. So I think I'll have one there, and some are taller than others. I'll make some tall, some shorter. I'll put 3 together over here. I'll put some by the squirrel. And some over here. Let's see, remember we had 12 balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Uh-oh, 13, 14. I need 2 more. But that's okay, we got lots of tissue paper. I should have counted the glue before I started putting the blobs all over. Okay, now put the tissue paper on the blob of glue. And it's okay if they open up a little. Makes it look more interesting. Just squeeze them. If you don't like that, squeeze them harder. Then they'll be more like a ball. That guy's crazy. All right, almost done. 2 more. All right. Now we need our watercolor paint again. So let's bring that out again. And I'm going to use a smaller brush now. This is a skinny one. And I have to clean my paint tray a little because I want to use this yellow. And it's not yellow anymore, it's green. So I'm dipping it in there so we can clean it out. Now it's yellow again. Okay? And I'm going to clean this part of the tray. in case we need to mix paints in there. Okay, looking better. Might need another paper towel. Okay, just in case, where's our little brush? Here's our little baby brush. It's skinnier. And we need our paint. And you can make these flowers any color you want. I was going to make some yellow. And you dip your paintbrush and then swirl it around in the paint so you get lots of paint on there. And it's absolutely okay if you don't get the entire thing, your entire blob, yellow, because flowers are more than one color, and that's okay. You can add, if you don't want it to just be yellow, some are yellow and white, some are yellow and orange. So I'm going to paint all the yellow ones, all the ones I want yellow now. I'm going to put some in the grass yellow also. Put some over here. Okay, now I'm cleaning my paintbrush, because if you mix some colors, it turns brown, and brown flowers aren't very pretty, I don't think. Now, how about red? Good idea? Add a little red over here. All right, got some red flowers. Remember, if you want the color to be really bright and brilliant, you add more paint to it. Then it becomes a really nice, strong color. And you know what? What would happen if I added a little red to this yellow flower over here? What do you think? Oh, that looks pretty. You can do that too. Okay, he's opening up. We can smush them back together. Okay, and now clean your brush. And then I was going to make a purple flower, some of the little ones. I'm using my tray. This one's purple. And what if I add a little blue to the purple? What do you think? Should we try it? Let's add a little blue to the purple. Blue and purple look really pretty together, I think. So let's add that to our flowers. Purpley blue flowers. We have some bluebells by my house, and they're just so pretty. They're purpley blue. Okay, there we go. Now, what are our flowers missing? They're just right in the air. They're just floating in the air. They're not butterfly flowers. What do they need? Let's see. Oh yeah, we got to add some stems. All right, clean your brush off. And we need our green again. So put it in the green and give them some stems coming from all the flowers. I mean, stems coming from both of them, from all of them. And flowers also have leaves. So let's give them some leaves coming out. We got our stems, we got our leaves, we got our squirrel over there. He looks very happy to be amongst all the flowers. And if you want, you could add more grass to it with your paintbrush. If you want, you can mix it with the yellow again. And there is our spring picture, everybody. You can add whatever you want to your picture. You could add a squirrel like I did. You could add a ladybug. You can add an ant. You see that in the grass. What else would you see in the grass? A little caterpillar. A butterfly you could put in the sky flying around or on one of the flowers. And there is our spring picture. This one, I put little birds in the picture flying in the sky. They look like little V, like the letter V flying, because when they're far off, you can't really see what they look like. So you could do that too. And this one has a little bunny. You can make a little bunny in your picture. It's up to you. You're the artist. You get to choose. So there's our spring picture. I hope you had fun making it, everybody. I know I did. It was a lot of fun. Adios.